The Taoist monk, Shen, roamed the mountains, his mastery over the arcane arts growing sharper with each encounter. He had long been trained in the ancient ways of controlling spirits and demons, bending the forces of the unseen world to his will. His life was a delicate balance of magic and danger. Today, he sought a challenge in the dark valleys where malevolent forces were said to dwell. As Shen walked along a narrow path, he saw a humble Eastern Orthodox monk sitting on a rock, painting a wooden cross with calm precision. His hands moved with grace, his brushstrokes measured and deliberate. The monk looked up as Shen approached, his eyes warm and peaceful. "Greetings, traveler," said the Orthodox monk. "I am Paisios." Shen inclined his head in acknowledgement. "I am Shen. You sit here alone in a place where spirits wander. Do you not fear what lurks in the shadows?" Paisios smiled. "I fear no shadows. The light of Christ shines brighter than any darkness." Shen chuckled, intrigued by the monk's confidence. "Perhaps. But where I come from, we do not rely on such things. We use the forces of nature, of magic, to control what threatens us. Watch." Shen pulled a small charm from his pouch, murmured incantations, and threw it at a nearby stone. Instantly, the stone glowed and began to levitate, humming with magical energy. Paisios calmly watched, then with his free hand, traced the sign of the cross in the air. As his fingers completed the motion, the levitating stone fell to the ground with a dull thud. The glow extinguished. Shen stared, bewildered. "What did you do?" Paisios simply replied, "I drew the sign of the cross. It is the power of God." Shen's curiosity deepened into frustration. He reached for another charm, this one meant to summon a minor demon from the shadows. He muttered faster. The air around them chilling as the dark figure of a demon began to materialize. It hissed and snarled, its twisted form clawing at the earth. But before the demon could fully manifest, Paisios lifted his hand again, slowly tracing the cross in the air. "In the name of Jesus Christ, be gone," he whispered. The demon let out a howl, shriveled, and vanished, consumed by an unseen light. Shen felt a wave of anger rise within him. He had faced countless spirits, demons, and forces of magic. Yet this simple monk seemed to dispel them with ease. His pride urged him to summon something greater, something darker. He began chanting, summoning a host of malevolent spirits that swirled around them like a storm. The ground trembled as their dark energies filled the air. But Paisios remained unmoved. With serene confidence, he walked to a nearby tree, drawing crosses on its bark and branches. One by one, the spirits collided with the crosses and dissolved into nothingness. Shen fell to his knees, his strength waning, the forces he had summoned now turning against him. The spirits he once controlled clawed at his mind, his body, their whispers consuming him. He was losing the battle, not just to them, but to his own pride. In the midst of his torment, Paisios approached him, placing a gentle hand on Shen's shoulder. "Stop fighting, my friend. You cannot control them. You must seek refuge in the one who is above all." Shen, breathless and weary, looked into Paisios' eyes, seeing not just kindness, but a power greater than any magic he had ever known. His pride crumbled, and in desperation, he whispered, "Help me." Paisios knelt beside him, drawing a cross on Shen's forehead. "In the name of Jesus Christ, be free of these spirits." At once, the demons that had been attacking Shen screamed and vanished like shadows fleeing the dawn. Shen felt an immense peace wash over him, a lightness in his soul that he had never experienced before. The weight of years of arcane control, of binding spirits and forcing power, lifted from him. Shen looked at Paisios with newfound humility. What is this power? Paisios smiled gently. It is not magic. It is the grace of God through the cross of Christ. It is He who saves, not through control, but through love. Shen, still shaking, bowed his head. Teach me. And so, from that day, the Taoist monk Shen began a new journey, no longer seeking to control the forces of darkness, but to walk in the light, guided by the cross and the wisdom of his new friend, the humble monk Paisios.